Hey everybody, it's Ditkaz here, and I'm finally bringing you my Winter 2025 anime theme tier list. I'm still pretty far behind on all the shows that I need to watch and like the videos I need to produce from where I wanted to be. I wanted to actually be all caught up on everything by now, but I just kind of underestimated how much time all of this was going to take. That being said, I'm at the point where I should have more videos coming up each of the next couple weeks. I just kind of need to finish scripting out my spring season ranking because I have already finished that, and then work on editing figuring out exactly and scripting the theme tier list and making the theme tier list for the spring season, as well as editing down the watch list for the summer season, which I'm already part way through. But again, I filmed it because I filmed winter, spring, and summer. Watched all of those trailers in one stream like months ago now at this point. But that being said, we're going to jump right in here, starting with a couple of songs that were actually in a couple of my last couple videos that I put out. So the first couple songs are actually the opening and ending themes from Season 3 of ReZero. Now, I've already said pretty much everything about these songs that I feel like I really have to say about them, both in the previous season's video and my end of the year for 2024 video, where they were obviously both on those rankings, but they didn't change themes for the second core of this season. So I'm just going to give where I rank them in regards to this season's themes. So first up, the opening is Reweave by Konomi Suzuki. And again, great song all around. This one is still going to be in S tier for me. And then the ending theme is Nox Lux by Myth and Roid still, and this one is going to be in a B rank for this season. Also, these songs are the only ones that still have red lettering on them because I just reused the graphics that I made for the previous season. Next up, we have Shangri-La Frontier Season 2, and this would be Core 2, so the second part, and it did have different opening and ending themes. The opening theme is Frontiers by Awich. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. Honestly, this theme just goes super hard in my opinion. I think the music is super good, the rhythm and beat are like top tier, and even as someone who isn't really the biggest fan of rap, I have to respect the vocals. I mean, this whole thing just kind of comes together so damn well, and it's just really insane to me how good all of the opening themes are for Shangri-La Frontier, at least for me personally in my music tastes. So this one's actually going to be an S tier for me. The ending theme is Reality Hurts by, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. I'm going to go with Kvelt. It's CVLTE. I really have no idea how that one's pronounced. I really, really like this song a lot, actually. And I didn't even really pay attention enough to the lyrics of it to notice how much of them are in English until when I was putting this video together and I looked at some YouTube comments and they were making comments about the lyrics of it, and then I listened to it a little bit closer, and like pretty much all of it's in English, really. And it's really interesting seeing how fitting this song is, not just for the show, but also for fans of this show and fans of like gaming in general who really rely on games as their like main form of relaxation and kind of escapism from like some of the difficulties they might be facing. It's a really good song, and if you haven't checked it out, I definitely recommend it. This one's also going to be an S tier for me. Next up, we have Honey Lemon Soda, and both the opening and ending themes are by a group called An Team, or Ampersand Team. I assume it's just An Team because that's what an ampersand means, you know, the fancy like looking thing for people that don't know what that symbol is. But the opening theme song is Magic Hour, and I really loved this show a lot. I was surprised by just how much I enjoyed it, and this song, even more so, like I was surprised by how much I was going to like it, because I'm not always like the biggest fan of a lot of like Japanese male vocalists all the time. I'm a little bit more picky when it comes to who I really like there. But I think the vocals are really great in this song. I think the music is good, and everything just kind of fits the vibes of this show really well. So I'm going to put this one in A rank. The ending theme is Wonderful World, and I think this whole song is really good too, but it's not quite as good as the opening, in my opinion, at least not for me, which is surprising because I normally prefer the faster paced songs. Anybody who's watched any of my other theme videos knows that I normally will talk about how much I prefer the songs that have a little bit faster, like beat, rhythm, and all that, faster pace to them as opposed to slower songs. But the opening theme is slower than this song, but I prefer the opening theme to this one at least a little bit. I could see where some people might have it flipped the other way in terms of their preference. This one's actually going to be an A rank for me as well. Next up we have I Left My A Rank Party to Help My Former Students Reach the Dungeon Depths. Its opening theme song is Enter by Kazuma Kawamura of the Rampage from Exile tribe. I do really enjoy this song quite a lot, actually. Something with like the beat and the flow of the song just kind of hits me just right, even though I feel there are better vocals out there, especially like this season. Like I said, I can be really picky with vocals sometimes, so their vocals aren't the best to me, but the whole package of this song I think is really good, and it just kind of fits and works for me pretty great. So I'm going to put this one in A rank as well. The first ending theme for A Rank Party is Treasure Chest by Yuki Tanaka, who did all of the ending themes for this show. I think she has really nice vocals, and this theme fits the show pretty well, and the music is pretty decent as well. Just overall, I think that there are a lot of songs this season that I personally prefer a bit more than this one, so I'm going to put this song in C rank. Next, partway through this, we had the second ending theme for this show, which was Mirror, also by Yuki Tanaka. And once again, she does have a really nice voice in this song, and it does have good music, but it still doesn't quite hit the spot where some of the other more top tier shows for me personally this season are. But I do think this song is still really good. I do like it a little bit more than the first ending, so I'm going to put this theme in B rank. Next on the list, we have Bogus Skill Fruit Master. About that time, I became able to eat unlimited numbers of skill fruits that kill you. The opening theme song is Bravely Dance by Yukihana Lami and Papechi. Although this song might not have the best vocals compared to some of the other songs on this list, it is just so damn fun and catchy, and I think the music is really good. Just everything about it, it's almost infectious listening to this song for me a little bit, that it allows it to kind of bump over some of the other shows, or some of the other songs on this list, I should say, that maybe do have some better vocals to them. So this is actually going to be an A rank for me. The ending theme is Sonobakura no Bokenten by Trysail. I've enjoyed pretty much all of the themes that I've heard from Trysail recently, and I just think they're a very talented vocal group, and they tend to put out pretty catchy songs in general, like the one where the isekai where the dude's sister comes with him to this other world after he dies, and she turns out to be overpowered. I forget exactly what it's called. My One Hit Kill Sister. That's the one. My One Hit Kill Sister. Their theme song for that was so catchy with the chants and stuff. They're just really talented at stuff like that. But again, this song there's a lot of really good songs this season, so this one kind of gets held back a little bit for me personally. It's still really good. It's still fun. There were a lot of great shows this season and a lot of great themes this season, in my opinion. So this one's going to be in B rank. Next up, we have the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You, Season 2. Hopefully I had enough reallys there. I tend to forget just off the top of my head. I didn't actually have it written down this time, so I just have it as 100 Girlfriends in my notes. The opening theme is Arigato Daisuki ni Nate Kurete by the Rentaro family, which is, I'm pretty sure, all of the female VAs for the show, and it probably just keeps adding. They're probably going to keep calling it that anytime they do a theme with all the girls, as they just add more and more. I think this is a really good theme that keeps getting like the whimsical feel of the show, and it's actually pretty impressive to me that they managed to fit all of the girls' VAs at this point into one theme like this. I'm actually going to be interested, assuming they keep doing more seasons of this show as they add more and more girlfriends, to see how they keep managing, if they keep managing, to fit all of the girls in there and kind of keep giving them, each of them, like, even just that moment to shine and like kind of like showcase their own like individual voices in a theme song. I think it's pretty good. It fits the show very well, and this one's going to be an A rank for me. The ending theme is Unmei by Amane Shindo, Suzuko Memori, Rie Takahashi, Lin, and Kanon Takao. I think this is another great theme for this show, this one specifically featuring all of the new girlfriends that were added this season, and it includes my absolute female Japanese VA GOAT, Rie Takahashi. People are probably tired of hearing me talk about how much I love her and think that she's how talented she is. Again, she might be my favorite Japanese, at least female VA, period. I talk about her pretty much every season, multiple times a season at this point, because she's in at least one show every season, and it's always something that I end up watching because I'm always going to support my girl. She's awesome. Anyways, I think this song has a nice beat, and then there's the little like cheer bit in it that it kind of hits a whole different vibe, and I think that at that point, whenever it gets to that cheer bit, and I think it's a fantastic theme for me personally. Not as good as the opening theme. Maybe that's because there's just not as many like voices, whatever. You would think that would maybe make it better because it's not drowning things out as much. I don't know. Overall, it's still a good theme. Not quite as good as the opening for me personally, but it's still going to be an A rank for me. Next up, we have Tying the Knot with an Amagami Sister, and this is the second core of this show. Its opening theme is Pray, Pray, Pray by Sumire Uesaka, Kaede Hondo, and Shion Wakayama. The three sisters VAs, I think, do another incredible job here performing this theme as their characters. I like the music and the beat a lot, and how it all is just kind of like tied together by the video. I like this theme a lot. This one's going to be another A rank for me. The ending theme is Kami-sama no Iutori by Not Equals Me. I think the rhythm and beat of this song are solid, and the vocals are pretty good in my opinion, although the girl who starts the song is definitely the strongest vocalist of the group, at least in my opinion. Overall, it's a pretty good theme, not as good as the opening, but this one's going to be a B rank for me. Next up, we have I'm Getting Married to a Girl I Hate in My Class. The opening theme song is Koibito Ijo Tsukimiman by Equals Love. I'm going to start this little bit off by saying I think it's funny how, because of the order that I was listening back to like the theme songs for these shows, that I ended up having back-to-back listening to two songs by two different groups that are actually sister groups, because Equals Love and Not Equals Me are actually sister groups. Found that out while I was looking this whole thing up. Pretty interesting in my opinion. Like, strange coincidence that it literally just happened that they would be listened to back to back like that. I do actually really like this song a lot. I think it's really cute and wholesome. I think overall this group, for me personally, I like their vocals a little bit more than Not Equals Me. I'm actually putting this one in A rank for me. The ending theme is Suki Kirai mo Oikoshite by Hinaki Yano, Sayumi Suzushiro, and Nene Hieda. This is actually the VAs for the three like main girls that are involved in the story of this show, and I think they do a pretty good job with this ending theme. It's got a good beat and a really nice fast pace for me personally, and this theme is actually also going to be an A rank for me, though not quite as high as the opening theme. Next up, we have Okitsura, Fell in Love with an Okinawan Girl, but I just wish I know what she's saying. The opening theme is Dai Dai Daisuki by Hai, I believe. It's HY. I believe it's just high. I'm not sure exactly. Although this song doesn't have my absolute favorite vocals, I think it's a really, really catchy theme with great music, and the animation with like the dance they have going on that is like, it's actually like an Okinawan dance, I'm pretty sure, like they do at festivals, because they actually have like a whole episode about it and stuff. I'm pretty sure at least part of it is like that. I think it's just really great as well. Overall, I really enjoy this theme song, and it's going to be an A rank for me. So I didn't realize that this show had a whole bunch of different ending themes until I went to look up the ending online and saw that each episode actually did have a different ending. And I couldn't find recordings, like I couldn't find videos or anything like that of all the different endings, especially not at like TV size like I usually pull like my recordings from. So instead I'm just going to make a note here that all of the endings were different, and apparently all of them are cover songs that all have to do with Okinawa in some way. Just kind of seeing a whole bunch of endings like this also like kind of had me a little bit nervous, because that's part of the reason that I fell so far behind, was because of shows that had different endings for every single episode in one season. I had multiple shows like that at one point, and that's what pushed me so far behind, was like working on getting those things basically like recorded and stuff. It kind of put me behind. So that's all we're leaving. There's not going to be any ending themes for this show on here, sadly. Hopefully I don't really run into that problem. If I would have been able to find them all, I would have done them, but they weren't all like readily available. The next show is Even Given the Worthless Appraiser Class, I'm Actually the Strongest. Its opening theme was Crescendo by Asterism. I don't think this song is bad, but it's just not really on the level of like all of the really good songs this season. I think the music and vocals are decent, but just not enough to really make this one stand out. So I'm gonna put this one in C rank. The ending theme is Rockwa Shinanai by 22-7. And I think I like this song a little bit more than the opening of the show. Especially with like the guitar bit at the very beginning, I think is really cool. It's just still not at the level of some of the other songs, but still decent. So this one's actually also going to be in C rank. Next up we have Ameku MD Doctor Detective. Its opening theme is Scope by Aimer. Aimer has some very, very powerful vocals in like all the songs I've heard. And I think they're definitely on display in this theme. There's some complex instrumentals in the background as well, and I just think it just makes for a really, really excellent theme all around. I'm a really, really big fan. I was a big fan of this show, honestly. I liked it a lot. It was kind of weird and different. And I really, really like this theme a lot. This one's going to be an S rank for me. The ending theme is Will Be Fine by The Gospelers featuring Only. I will say that this song has really good vocals, and the music is perfectly fine, but it's a lot slower than my personal tastes, and it just doesn't quite hit for me like some other slower songs just happen to personally. I still think it's a really good song for sure, but for me personally, this one is going to be a C rank. Next up, we have Madaka Kuroiwa is Impervious to My Charms. Its opening theme is Ame Tokimeki Koi Moyo by Ayafubu Mi, which is actually like a shortened form because this is a kind of like thrown together, I don't know if it's kind of thrown together or whatnot, but it's a smaller VTuber group made up of Nakiri Ayame, Shirakami Fubuki, and Okami Mio. I had no idea when listening to this theme song the first time when I was watching this show that this theme was done by a bunch of VTubers. Although admittedly, I do barely follow or watch really anything Hololive. There are a few Hololive English talents that I'll watch now and then, especially because some of them have more recently started streaming on Twitch. That's part of the reason I don't watch that much Hololive, because I don't watch YouTube stuff that much when it comes to pretty much other than watching like Critical Role. So I don't really watch, unless I'm with my friends, I don't watch, my one buddy specifically, I don't watch that much VTuber stuff on YouTube personally. But like I said, I also don't really know that much about Hololive's non-English talents that much. That being said, I think this is a really solid, catchy, and cute theme. There are better songs this season, but it is still really good, and I am putting this one in B rank. For the first ending theme for this show, we have Kunapi by Kaori Maeda. I think this is a decent song with a good beat, especially in the second half, and the vocals aren't too bad either, really. It's another song that just kind of fails to really stand out compared to like stronger themes this season, but it's still all right, and I'm going to make this one a C rank. The second and final theme for this show is This Love by Rikaku Aida. The piano line in this song is what really sticks out the most for me personally, especially in like the very beginning of the song. But overall, this is probably my favorite theme for this show. I think the vocals are solid and blend with the instrumentals very, very well, and I'm going to also put this one up near the top of my B rank. Next up is Unnamed Memory Season 2. Its opening theme is Unsung Ballad by True. I really like all the different themes that I've heard by True at this point, even though it's only been like the last couple years that I've really heard anything by them. They've all at least been solid, but this is probably overall my least favorite of theirs at this point. It's still a good song with good music and honestly great vocals, but it just isn't quite the style that I enjoy as much compared to like the ending for Wisteria Wand and Sword, or the first opening theme for the Reincarnated as an Aristocrat series that I love oh so much. So this song it's going to be a B rank for me. The ending theme is Inclusion by Arika. Arika is a very, very talented vocalist, in my opinion, that I'm sure I'll eventually start hearing more of in just more anime that I watch in general, because realistically, that I can think of off the top of my head, I'm really only familiar with Arika doing music for like the two ending themes for Unnamed Memory, and they both have been really, really good, like really, really strong vocalist. For now, it's just been Unnamed Memory, like I said. And I think this one is really nice too. I'd have to really listen back to back to see which one I prefer more in terms of the endings. It might be slower, but again, some of these shows just kind of hit just right for me. Overall, I think it's a really nice ending theme to what ended up being a really solid show, as much as the first season ending pissed me off so bad before I looked up and found out it was only half the story. So this one is going to be another A rank for me. Next up, we have The Red Ranger Becomes an Adventurer in Another World, and its opening theme is Kazai by Hikaru Makishima. I think this is a really solid theme for me personally, with great pace and good music, although personally I'm not the biggest fan of the vocals, which holds it back a little bit for me at least. I think it's still a good theme that fits the feelings of the show pretty well, and I'm going to put this one in B rank. The ending theme is Explosive Heart by Aya Uchida, not to be confused with Maya Uchida. I did have to double check to make sure that I didn't read it wrong at first or type it wrong. Different people, apparently. So I don't know if there's any relation at all yet. I couldn't find anything on that. Anyways, the vocals and animation for this song are both equally adorable in my opinion. I think the song is a very big contrast to the opening, but overall, I think I do like this song a little bit more personally. Maybe it's just that much better vocals in my opinion. Not sure. But this one is going to be an A rank for me. Next up, we have Zenshu. Its opening theme is Zen by Bandmade. Honestly, this opening kind of rules in my opinion. You've got some great vocals and really good rock instrumentals in the song, and all the color and style of the show is in there, in the animation for it. It's just a really solid, awesome theme in my opinion. I like this theme a lot. I really liked this show, considering when I was watching like the themes and stuff. My cousin actually told me that he wasn't a huge fan of it. I think he like dropped it or something, or like I don't know, like kind of fell off for him part way. I really, really liked this show. It's weird, and I really like this theme. It's another S rank for me. The ending theme is Tada Kimi no Mama De by So. I think this is also a really good theme. I think the vocals and music are both great, and the animation covers like all the different aspects of the story of this show, from both like the sadness of it and like kind of hopelessness at times to like all of like the happiness and hope that like happens at other points in the show, especially like more the ending of it. I'm a big fan of this one, not as much as the opening theme. I still think it's really good. This one's going to be an A rank for me. Now, I do want to also take a second to note that the battle theme, Zenshu, appropriately called, is also really, really good in this show. It's not at like the level of like Crimson Lightning from Metallic Rouge that is just like one of the most hype things ever in my opinion. But I did find like that battle theme for this show to be really catchy, and it's just all like instrumental and stuff like that. I always enjoyed whenever the MC would start drawing for like her part of like the battle stuff, and like this music would start playing. It was like a highlight of the episodes for me. Super cool. I'm not going to play it or add it to this list or anything. Just wanted to say super cool if you wanted to check out like a really cool like instrumental bit. Super chill. Got a few more left here. Next up, we have Beheneko. The elf girl's cat is secretly an S-ranked monster. The opening theme is Saijokyu no Kokoro by Nonoka Obuchi. I think this is a pretty decent opening. It's got good vocals and decent music with a good beat, rhythm, and pace. But there's just a whole lot of like great songs this season. So this one's going to end up being in B rank for me. The ending theme is Rimi by Poka Poka Eon, which is actually now Toyama and Kiyono Yasuno. I think this song isn't bad either, and also has good vocals and some nice music to it. Overall, I do like it a little bit more than the opening, but again, there are still a lot of themes that I did like more, a few that I did like a little less. This one's also going to be B rank for me. Next up, we have I May Be a Guild Receptionist, but I'll solo any boss to clock out on time. And I swear when I was watching this series, some episodes, the opening theme would be the ending theme and vice versa, like they would be flipped. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm not remembering it correctly, but I feel like that's what happened while I was watching these. Like just some episodes, the thing that was supposed to be the ending theme would play at the beginning of the episode, and then the opening theme would play at the end. I might have to go back and like check that out and like randomly pick episodes and see what happens, or at least play at the beginning of them through like the opening theme to see what happens with it. Maybe I'm completely misremembering. It's been actually a while since I watched this show, because this was one of the earlier ones that I watched from this season. Anyways, we'll get into the actual songs now. The opening theme is Perfect Day by 310 or 310. I do like this theme a lot, actually. I mean, there are better vocals in some of the songs. Not that the ones here are bad, but just the energy and the vibes of this show, personally, are just really nice in this song. And that's going to allow me to put this one into an A rank. The ending theme is Ashita no Watashi ni Sachi Are by Akari Nanawo. The beginning of this theme I think is really, really catchy. The vocals and music are really nice, and honestly the beat is kind of addicting in this song. Overall, I think I still feel like I like the openings feel more, but this is still an enjoyable theme in my opinion too, and this one's going to be up at the top of my B rank. And finally, we have Solo Leveling Season 2. Its opening theme is Reawaker by Lisa featuring Felix of Stray Kids. I I guess it's appropriate that the season of this series containing the best part of this series would have an opening by a great artist by Lisa. This isn't Lisa's best song in my opinion, but even then it doesn't really have to be her best song to be a great theme, because she's kind of like that legendary, I feel like, at this point. Her vocals are just always good, and the music is solid. The animation, as with all the animation in this show, is very good. I really wasn't a huge fan of Felix's part in this song as much, but I mean it's not enough to take it down overall. This is still a top tier theme this season, and it's going to be an S rank. And finally, we have the ending theme, which is Un Apex by TK from Ling Tosite Segure. I think the music is good in this ending, but I'm not a big fan of the vocals at all. I'm probably in the minority here, just based off of what I saw from YouTube comments. A lot of people were really talking this song up and like the vocals of this song up. I really just wasn't a fan. I feel like the vocals make it to where this song is really just kind of okay and really hold this song back a lot. This song is actually going to be the only one that I'm putting in D rank this season. And there you have my winter 2025 anime themed tier list. As always, here's also the numerical ranking of all of these songs for anybody that's interested in seeing them shown that way. I wanted to again apologize for not technically getting all of the themes from this season on here. As I said earlier, I couldn't find all the Okatsura ones, all the cover ending themes, so I just chose to not put any of them on there because it just really wouldn't have felt right to me to only put like the 3 that I was able to find. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video, and if so, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. And also be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments on this ranking. Your opinion on what I thought of these songs, if you think anything maybe should have been ranked lower or higher, or if there's any songs you think I missed out on because of shows that I didn't watch this season. If you like this kind of content, I've got my whole, or should have, my whole of 2024 anime theme tier lists on a little button up here coming up. So you can check it out there. And if you're interested in seeing other content of mine, I am working hard to get caught up on all of my shows watched, and thus all of my different seasonal rankings and theme tier lists, so that I can be all caught up on all those shows and get back to streaming video games on Twitch at twitch.tv/Ditkaz. That's Ditkaz. Thanks for watching as always, everybody, and have a great day.